I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauties they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. Make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they say about me, I can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is inside of me. I know I didn't sing it the best, but I did what I had to do. The greatest love of all is inside of all of us. Let me say that again. The greatest love of all is inside of all of us. The greatest gifts of all is inside of all of us. I'm broadcasting not only on Instagram, but I'm broadcasting on YouTube at King Simon Presents Only Quality People. And I want y'all to listen to that song that Whitney Houston sang over because it was written by some, I think it's written by Dolly Parton, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. It's either written by Dolly Parton or George Benson. One of them wrote that song, but I know it was written by somebody else. But the love that Whitney had for singing really showed us a higher level of respecting the greatest love of all in ourselves, the greatest talents that we have. Because all of us have talent, all of us have gift. And from a numerovational perspective, I'm here to help at least guide. George Benson, okay, George Benson is definitely a great writer. If it was George Benson, big up to George Benson. I think Dolly Parton wrote something different, wrote another song that she also turned into something greater. But I came on with that song, and I wasn't expecting to sing the song. I wasn't even expecting to even. It just came to mind because of the topic that I'm going to be tapping on, and the topic is first and foremost. Let me say, make sure that y'all like, subscribe, and share this video with other friends because I'm going to tap into the number 7 year. And if you've seen the title on YouTube, it says the numerovational meaning of tsunami in a 7 year cycle, in a 7 year. Because tsunami is a significant word because in the Pythagorean system, the word tsunami adds up to the 25, which is a 7. In the Chaldean system, the consonants the consonants of the word tsunami adds up to a number 16, which is a 7. In the dream analysis of numerology through the Nigerian system, it adds up to a number 09. And 9, we know on its highest level is either a number of destruction, completion, endings, but also a number of higher understanding, higher creativity, higher awareness. Bear with me as I unpack the word tsunami, which is a Japanese word. It's two Japanese words that come together. TSU, which is su, the T is not pronounced. Su means harbor, harbor. And nami means wave, harbor, wave. Now, some of us harbor different things in our life. Now, as far as that is concerned, it means harbor from in a harbor and a wave coming up into the harbor, and of course, creating devastation. But many of us harbor things in our life. And yes, it does have 7 letters in it too. So I dreamt about a tsunami this morning. I dreamt about it. And before I go on, tonight I will be on Lloyd Strayhorn's show at 7 o'clock. At 7 comes up. And at from 7 to 8 o'clock. And I'm bringing on a special guest that deals with mental health, because in my book, Numerovational for Mental Stability, 7 is one of the primary numbers of mental health. And today is a number 22, which is a 4, which also deals with mental health as far as the study of numbers. I want to say happy birthday first and foremost to Asir, the Duke of Tears. I'm going to tag him in this video. Happy birthday to Asir, the Duke of Tears. Dear brother, make sure you support that brother. He has helped me along my journey of information, and understanding of certain things and understanding. So big up to Asir, the Duke of Tears. Again, please share this live, because it is significant for 2023 that you sleeping lions and lioness out there start awakening and having clear judgment of what you want to do and have to do in your life. Very significant, because I know many of us is caught up in the number 7 because of 2023. But as I always say on all of my videos, look at it from a holistic perspective. We're not saying, it's not because we're constantly saying 2023, 2023, 2023, that 20 and 23 are significant before the 7, which is the result of the 2023. So this morning I had a dream about the tsunami. And my family was in some place where there was a big window. My family recognized it. I recognized it. All of a sudden, my family started to strip naked and just accept that this tsunami is coming. And they went running towards the window to accept the wave that was coming in front of us. Me being a disaster preparedness person, I was looking for the air pockets in the house and what place I could brace myself to accept that wave and then move with it if I have to. How could I create an air pocket so I can breathe? That was my mentality in the dream. And then I woke up. Now, let me preference this very carefully to those that are watching, not only on Instagram, but also on YouTube. I got 2 phones that's broadcasting. When the World Trade Center got hit, my cousin and I, 2 weeks before it got hit, dreamt about the World Trade Center getting hit. 2 weeks. It could be a month. It could be like 2 weeks to a month. Me, my cousin and I, he's born the 27th of May. And if you know anything about numerology, the 2 and the 7 are water numbers that intuitively say you have to pay attention to your intuition. But because it adds up to a 9, that's another intuitive fire number. My cousin and I dreamt about the World Trade Center. He dreamt about a building being hit. I dreamt about he dreamt about 2 buildings being hit by something. I dreamt about 2 buildings being up in smoke, 2 evenly sized buildings being up in smoke. All I seen was the shadow of the buildings. That's all I seen, the shadows of the World Trade. This is 2 weeks to a month before it happened. I've said this before. Very significant to me, because when I start dreaming, I know I have a lot of water in my charts. My rising is my moon is a Scorpio, and I got Pisces, Scorpio numerous times in my chart. I know I got a lot of intuitive water energy, although I'm born under the sun sign of Aquarius. And I have 11 as my master number soul urge. The soul urge is the vowels in your name, represents the soul urge, the inner you. So because the number 11 is the spiritual teachers and the spiritual guides that I should pay attention to, not just internally, but externally. When I do have vivid dreams, and then my name, all of the names from Tyrone, Anthony, Simon, all equates to the number 7 in the Pythagorean system. Again, the 7 keeps on popping up. The last name Brown adds up to the master number 22 in the Chaldean system, and the number 9 in the Pythagorean system. Again, intuitive numbers. And many of you out there have intuition, heavy intuition, and don't understand why it's happening. Now, in a 7-year, because universally this is a 7-year cycle. Because universally this is a 7-year cycle, yes, this is the year to pay attention to your intuition on all levels, because 7 is a number that deals with the water energy, and according to metaphysics, the water is the conduit between the physical and the spiritual realm, helping you to tap into the seen and the unseen, like the master number 11, like the master number 22, like the master number 33, and like the number 2, 11, 20, 29, 7, 16, 25. All of them are equated or connected to the 7 at some level. So when I look at 2023, in compound numerology, 20 is the number of divine awakening and clear judgment. I call 20 a master number potential because anytime 0 follows any number, it adds infinite power and potential. It's written in my book, Numerovational for Mental Stability. The number 23 is the symbol of the royal star of the lion or lioness, which not only is tapped into intuition because of the 2, but it's also tapped into the number 3 because of the need to expand your thoughts, expand your intuition, expand who you are mentally, physically, and spiritually. It's all in my book too. Expand, grow, and excel. At number 23. So when we constantly see, Lloyd did a great breakdown on Black Magic 333, Black Magic 363 when he was talking about the number 7, because he added it all up. He got the last results, which he does. But because I do things a little way different, you have to look at it from a holistic perspective. And when you see that holistic 20 and 23, meaning divine awakening, clear judgment for the royal lions and lioness out there, because all of us are royal lions and lioness. Your blood is royal. That's why people are spending money to buy it, especially melanated blood. Your skin is royal. That's why people will pay a significant amount of money to get melanin or melatonin from out of your body and your skin. Your pineal gland is royal. Your breath is royal. Royal breath. That's why you can significantly blow onto certain things with intentions and clear the energy with your breath, because remember, the creator or the creative force bred into man and they became a living soul. So everything is royal on us. So if 23 in the 2023 represents the royal star of the lion and lioness, then you royal stars and of the lion and lioness have to awaken it, because 20 is there also. 20 represents divine awakening and clear judgment and discernment of what you need to do. Oh, I'm a numerovator, baby. I'm here to numerovate. That's why I'm calling this the numerovational meaning of tsunami, because tsunami means harbor and wave. Su means harbor in Japanese. Nami means wave. Many of us are harboring certain wave of disgrace or problems in our very being. And because the body is 70 to 80% water, we got to be very mindful of how we harbor certain things, because remember, your water holds memory. That's why people that's why Unc Rising Sun, who's also born under the number 7, born on the 25th of November, that's why Unc Rising Sun can speak about talking to your water, recharging your water, re-alchemizing your water. And people like Mona Harris and people like that, the Japanese guy that wrote the book, Water. So already we have a tsunami of different liquids in our body, from the head down to our toes, from the mucus to the blood to the lubricants in our body. We have a tsunami. And tsunami in the Pythagorean system represents the 25. And in numerology, that 25 is the number of observation and listening, observing with impeccable listening skills. You got to observe what's happening inside of you so you can pick up what's going on outside of you, not just in your immediate circle, but also around the world. So when I dreamt about the tsunami this morning, I got up, and I didn't get up crying because I knew we was about to, whatever was happening, there was something happening in that multiverse, that there was a tsunami that hit. But then I had to look at it at myself on multiple levels. Please share and like this video. I had to look at it on multiple levels. And then I said, let me go to the numbers, because that is my strength. The numbers, the numerals. That is my strength. So again, in the Pythagorean system, tsunami adds up to a number 25. In the Chaldean system, it adds up that the word tsunami in the consonants of the word, because the consonants of the word represents the outer you, the outer representation of you, the outer numbers that we recognize first. That's why most ancient languages have the consonants, and then they had to add the vowels. The vowels represents the inner you. Now the vowels of the word tsunami adds up to a number 13 in the Pythagorean system, and a number 8 in the Chaldean system. Two very auspicious numbers that when they come together in certain system of numerology can be very destructive. And it can be very mysterious. It can be very rebel-like. It can be very disastrous. And remember, the number 13 in compound numerology is the number of power and dominance. This is the inner meaning. The A-E-I-O-U of the word tsunami adds up to 13 in the Pythagorean system. So that represents a power and dominance. But if not used correctly, can wreak destruction. Number 13 shows up. When I seen that, I said, Then when I looked at the Chaldean system, which is the older system, I seen 8. I said, Then the karmic number shows up. So whatever happens, if a tsunami does come anywhere, there is a karma that came with it. Something that landmass or that those people was not doing to attract a tsunami to their part of the world. That 8 shows up for me. When I seen the 8, I said, ha ha. I said, okay, now I see. And in the Chaldean system, the word tsunami adds up to 24, which is a 6. Each one of those represents in a healing aspect. 2, 4, 6, 8 are all healing numbers on one aspect, but they're all numbers of balance. So when it's imbalance, when your harbor and waves inside of you are imbalanced, it could create a destructive energy within you, and then it could hit other people like a tsunami. You've noticed that with people, when people bring drama to your life. You got to remember, when a person is coming with drama, that means they are engulfed in not only mentally, physically, and spiritually want to bring this drama, but remember, your body is 70 to 80% water, so they bring us a tsunami of drama. It's a tsunami of drama where all the dominoes have to fall. That's how deep it can get with the tsunami of the human body. We're not even thinking. And then when I did the dream interpretation of the word tsunami, and a lot of you don't even know the dream interpretation is with the Nigerian numerical chart, and the Nigerian numerical chart has 0 in it. It's not like the Pythagoras that only has 1 to 9. It's not like the Chaldean that only has 1 to 8. It has 0. It added the 0 to it. And I've spoken about this before. It's in my classes also, in my courses, if you want to take my courses. Not the one on not the course on Udemy. The 8-hour course and the course that myself and Dr. Shakira Moore just did on February 11th. It's in those courses. If you want to still pay for it, it's up to you. Let me know what's the deal if you want to get those courses, because I teach like this, because I go where my spirit leads, and I take it from a holistic perspective, because your spirit and your intuition and your spidey senses are your first GPS when you know yourself. When you start to know yourself from a child, that's why some people shut down your powers, because you start picking up on all the internal powers from a youth. And then when you start telling your mommy who you feel you trust, or you tell your daddy, or you tell your best friend or your cousin, and they start saying you crazy, then you shut down your powers. And that's already the intuitive powers of the water that's inside of you. Because your body is 70 to 80% water. And if water is the natural conduit between the physical and the spiritual realm, all of us have the power, but sometimes it gets shut down, or sometimes we negate it. If you watch the movie Constantine about those twin sisters, one embraced their power until they went crazy. The other one only used her power when it came to dealing with law enforcement, when they knew a criminal was in the way. So she used her powers in another way. That's why I study movies. Because those movies that are high budgeted movies, oh, they studying. And they studying the metaphysics. So watch the movie Constantine. She had a twin sister. One, she jumped off of the building because she was driven crazy by her talents, because everybody was doubting her talents. And she hid her talents. And when you hide your talents, that can become a scourge in your very soul and your very energy. I had to do that when I was young. My cousin had to do it when he was young. To the point we got abused. Some people got abused, beaten by their fathers or beaten by their mothers, or said, "Don't say that. Children should be heard, should be seen and not heard." But sometimes when a child speaks, the message from the babes, the wisdom of the babes, you got to listen to. So when I did the dream interpretation from a Nigerian perspective, it added up to the 09. And you know, anything that 0 comes before or after, it represents a form of extremities, infinite power, infinite potential, both negative and positive. Negative and positive. Every number has its negative and its positive. So in the Nigerian system of numerology, the T is a 0. The T is a 0. And if you look at the T, it's like one of those geometrical shapes, something that's to the T, 45-degree angle, both sides. Or not 45, a 90-degree angle on both sides. 90-degree on both sides. Not 45, 90-degree on both sides. When you look at the T, the letter T, the 0 is connected to the letter T in the Nigerian numerology system. So when I added it all up, it broke down to 27, but I added the 0 in front of the 27, which is interesting because 27 in compound numerology, in my book, you could read it, the 27 is a symbol of a scepter, which in known history represents a special mystical staff passed down from parent to child, from generation to generation. The 27 represents authority and power and commanding. It's a commanding, authoritative, humanitarian power. Number 27, like I said, in the Nigerian numerology, it added up to 027, which equals the 09. So there's a scepter of the tsunami. A tsunami represents something that's being passed from one generation to another generation. That's why not only did I see that in the number 8 that I seen in the Chaldean system of the inner parts of it, but then I seen it when I seen 27, something can be passed on from a something can be passed on from what we call a I just said it earlier, from generation to generation, from a karmic level, because so-called karma, cause and effect, can be passed down from generation to generation. The word tsunami in the dream interpretation of numbers adds up to 0, 27, and 27 is that scepter, a special mystical staff that's been passed down from generation to generation, both positive and negative. Because your father or your mother could be doing some stuff, some crazy stuff, and they could be big in this life, doing all kinds of great things, and they can pass it down to their children. Donald Trump's father did. You know, P. Diddy is going to pass down a lot of his stuff to his son. And it's going to come back and bite a lot. Anything that P. Diddy did in his past, before his children, can come back and bite him in his backside to his child later on in life. That's how cause and effect is. So you got to look and be very mindful, because if the word tsunami means harbor and wave, what waves are we harboring that may be indented and embedded in our soul from our mothers and fathers, from all the traumas that has happened? What waves are we harboring? If the word tsunami means that, and we know what tsunami does, it's a water wave of thing that devastates. Y'all need to share this. So again, the 2023 represents divine awakening. As I wrote in my book, and I made sure I highlighted in my book, I bolded it in my book, that part in my book, Numerovational for Mental Stability. The 20 represents divine awakening and clear judgment. And then the 23 in 2023 represents the royal star of the lion or lioness. So family, it's time to awaken to your divine abilities and the divine wave that you've been harboring, the divine greatness that you've been harboring inside of you, because the body has the water that's inside of you, the liquids that's inside of you have been imprinted, not just by your parents, but by ancestors before you, way before you. That's why none of us should be afraid of death. We should just recognize that it's a transformation from one energy to another. So if there is a tsunami that hit somewhere along the coast, prepare yourself mentally, because tsunami, the number 7 that 2023 adds up to, or if the tsunami hits somewhere, that can affect us all over the world. Because just the coming together of China and Germany or Russia, that's a tsunami effect. If you watch the marching that they did, that's a tsunami, which is so interesting because this is a number 7 year. 2023 adds up to 7, and Putin, Vladimir Putin, adds up. He's born on October 7th. Oh, I can't make this thing up. Like we've been saying, myself and Lloyd and various other numerologists have been saying, pay attention to the number 7, 16, 25, or people connected to Cancer or Pisces on another level. What's so interesting, the Chinese president is born on the same day as Ice Cube, June 15th. The 1 and 5 is a 6. October, Libra is ruled or connected to the number 6. So they found balance with each other in that way. But when you add 15 plus the number 7, when you add the personal number of the Chinese president that just met with Putin, who's born on the 7th, with the 15 with the 7, it adds up to master number 22. And 2 is also a water number that can also, that they're connecting something that's going to become a tsunami throughout society. Watch what I'm saying. Because that 2 is also a relevant number in 2023, which adds up to a 7, because 7 and 2 are the contrasting numbers between each other. And if you notice, when they was marching, thanks to my brother Bigger Haitian that put up the marching of unity of Russia and China coming together, the guy was marching with gold in his hand to present to Vladimir Putin as an honor of unity through gold. Look out for the sevens. The sevens are being honored, and the sevens can go through some drama. Chris Rock just came out with a special, born under that seven energy, born February 7th. Towards the beginning of this year, ending of last year, what's the name, came out with Emancipation. Will Smith, born on the 25th. Aretha Franklin, born March 25th, was noted as the #1 singer of Rolling Stone magazine. And then on another hand, the tumultuous part of it, you got the gay and the trannies telling that she shouldn't have sang Natural Woman, trying to put some negative on the lady while she's dead. Yo, look at that seven. Towards the end of, remember, in numerology, the last September, October, November, and December of the lasting parts of the year represents what's to come. My dear beloved Lloyd Strayhorn, born on the 16th, went on 19 Keys show and had a barrage of people in November the 20th. Going into the 7 year, because that was the sneak peek of what's to come for Lloyd Strayhorn, being born under that 7. I can't make this ish up. I can't make it up. It's patterns. Remember, numerology deals with patterns, cycles, sequences that can appear like they're reading the future and past, present, but because the patterns, cycles, and sequences usually comes back, spirals around, either spiraling on a higher level or lower level, it seems like we're reading the future, but we're really applying mathematics. And like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, mathematics is Islam and Islam is mathematics. Or mathematics is life because Islam is a way of life. Mathematics is life and life is mathematics. And it will always stand true and can be proven at any given time. Get your mother flipping mathematics together. Get your mathematics together. Know who you are mathematically, astronomically, cosmology-wise, cosmological. Get your math together. Stop playing with your math. Stop playing with your math. Before I close out, I want to thank each and every one of y'all. Remember, tonight, I will be on Lloyd Strayhorn talking about mental health and how to be motivated. That's why my book, on the front of the book, Numerovational for Mental Stability, on the bottom here, the subtitle is A Numerovational Guide to Recognizing Mental Instability and Staying Motivated. By all means, I am not a mental health therapist. That's the disclaimer. But I am proficient in numerovation and using numbers to help identify patterns, cycles, and sequences that can be attracted to you because of your numbers. Stop playing. Thank you very much for buying books. Thank you very much for showing support. I see people are sending me super chat. Thank you very much. That's a circulation. Thank you for circulating super chat. Those who want to support me, you can go to my IG, go straight to my link tree. And you can support my ministry through PayPal. I have a ministry of numerovation. You can take my classes. We have a 2-hour class that's on Udemy that usually range from $9.99 up to $84, depending on how the promotion. I have a 8-hour course on my Instagram, on my link tree, which is $444, which is 8 hours of information. 8 hours of pure heart, raw, uncut. It's not edited to that sense. I had my friend Etoy, she was helping me out, just I think for one day, but it's not edited. It's raw, uncut, PowerPoint and chalkboard breakdown because I like to write. I can show you better than I can tell you. I like to write. I have to go to the, you know what I'm saying? My YouTube channel is King Simon Presents, and my other YouTube channel is Numerovation. As you see Numerovational right there, Numerovation. I'm broadcasting this on my YouTube King Simon Present because I have more people. I have up to 19, going on 20,000 people on the YouTube channel on King Simon Presents. But Numerovation, that's where I teach a lot of my numbers stuff on there. But wherever it falls, that's where it is. But you can go to my Instagram to go to all my links. My Instagram is King Linktree / King Simon the Numerovator. If you can't find it on YouTube, what I need y'all to do. I'm going to put it in the description. But what I need y'all to do, go to my IG. I am King Simon. You'll see me with a crown on my head, a red crown on my head. I am King Simon. Go to that IG and you'll see all my links in my link tree. All my links to my websites. I got 2 websites. I got 2 YouTube channels. I got 3 means of donating to my or circulating donations to me. I got all of that. But again, family, please share this. Share this. Share this. Share this. Share this. Share this link. Because I dreamt about the tsunami, and I know each one of the numbers connected to it is a significant meaning. Not just for myself. That's why I came and shared it with y'all. It's for the people. For the people. It's also preparing me and preparing. And I'm here to say, learn to be proactive and not reactive. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. And I'm one of those happy preparedness persons. And if you do want to learn how to prepare yourself, here's a few good books on disaster preparedness from a simple perspective. This one is called What to Do When Shit Hits the Fan by David Black. What to Do When Shit Hits the Fan by David Black. Let me say it one more time. What to Do When Shit Hit the Fan by David Black. And one of my manuals from a dear friend of mine who's been doing it for over 30 years. This book is called Preparedness Now, an Emergency Survival Guide by Aton Edwards. I'm going to be having him on as soon as his new book come out. Preparedness Now, Emergency Survival Guide by Aton Edwards. Let me say it one more time. Preparedness Now, an Emergency Survival Guide by Aton Edwards. And his new book is about to come out called Afro Prep. That's going to be a whole nother barrage of information because he keeps things up to date. And remember, that tsunami word that I've been breaking down is not just physical, it's also spiritual because tsunami represents a barrage of water that can devastate things, that can clean things up, but also devastate people's lives internally as well as physically, externally. So pay attention to the word tsunami because su means harbor. What are you harboring in your life that is causing you to be hurt or feel hurt to this day? Nami means wave. What wave are you harboring in your life? What wave of discontent or disrespect that maybe your mom or your dad or your... Come on. The word tsunami adds up to the number 6 in the Chaldean system. So as far as pertaining to human existence, forgive, because 6 represents forgiveness, healing, balance, truth, justice, reciprocity. That's what the 6 from this healing numerovational perspective. I'm just showing you how all the numbers work. You got its powerful positive and its powerful negative. And some of us had to go into the darker aspect of who we are to realize and find out the great light of who we are. Because the darkness is great and so is the lightness. Both of them are great. Both of them serve their purpose. Are you going to live in the dark or are you going to shine and bring the dark with you and show them that, yo, when this darkness needs to come, it's still with me. Stop playing. It's still with me. Especially when it comes to protecting family and friends or being proactive and not reactive. Let me repeat that. Be proactive and not reactive. I'm broadcasting on Instagram and I'm broadcasting on YouTube right now. Be proactive and not reactive. Because this 7 year that we dubbed 2023 is a number of meditation and manifestation. So there's two sides to this. Go within so you can bring the best side of you out. Go inward so you can bring the best side of you outward. Say word. Say word. Say word. But remember, 20 represents divine awakening and judgment of who you are, what you are, and who's around you. And 23 represents the royal star of the lion and lioness. Start to recognize your royal star and lioness within you, because every part of you is valuable. Every part of you is a high valuable man and high valuable woman. Don't let nobody tell you anything. That's one thing I disagreed with Kevin Samuels with. There's no limits to who is high value and who's not high value. There's no limit. Everybody's soul and energy is valuable. Everybody. Whether you have 10 children's brothers from different women, whether a woman had 10 children by herself from different men, all of you are valuable. I had 9 children from different women, 6 different women. I'm still a very valuable brother. And their sisters are still very valuable sisters. Nobody can tell me that I'm not great. I am God having a human experience. All of us are gods having a human experience called whatever you call yourself today, by whatever name you're going by today. So on that note, family, I love you. I respect you. I honor all of you on Facebook and YouTube. Again, please share, like, thumb up, all of this. Thank you for the contribution. Those that are hitting me up on PayPal and Cash App. I can't shout everybody out, but I'm showing you love. Thank you. Thank you. May the words of my heart and the meditation, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be highly respected by the Most High within me and outside of me. Divine Mother and Father. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of our heart be respected for... Man, don't let me start singing. Oh, far I. Give thanks, family. Y'all be safe. I'm going to get out of Instagram first. Rastafari. Yes, Rastafari. All right. So I'm going to get out of Instagram first, and then I'm going to get out of YouTube after. Instagram, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. And YouTube, I haven't been on a live like this in a while. Enough respect to all of y'all, man. Enough respect to what you're doing and how you're doing and how you're healing. Heal, family. I'm talking to y'all people on YouTube all over the world. I respect you. I honor who you are and what you're supposed to do. Stay focused, stay strong, stay healed up, family. Stay healed up, because healing is never done. Healing is never done. And remember, you have a tsunami of water in your body, a tsunami of different liquids. Learn to redirect it in a more healing fashion, because remember, water takes on whatever you say to it. So you got to speak love and light into yourself all the time. Speak love and light into yourself. Look in that mirror and look at your beautiful self and say, you know what? You are God having a human experience as whatever name you call yourself. That's all you are. Don't let people fool you. All right? Take care. Be safe, be strong, and be focused.